All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 694. I'm your host, GPD, here in Long Island, New York. As always, we're joined by a man who is not stressed out at all about anything, Wombat.
Yeah, I'm stressed about everything. I hate it. I hate it.
That was perhaps your best ad read with a lozenge in your mouth.
I know. I'm doing my best.
The second sponsor, Hello Lozenge. For 20%
I mean, if
off your
you
lozenges.
didn't say anything, I guarantee you no one would know.
I didn't notice.
Yeah. It's not like I'm going, food mouth. Come on, Mr. Ugly Hat.
Wombat's having a rough one. Just let him have his lozenge.
Seriously.
I know that he can have his lozenge in a professional way that will not impact the broadcasting experience.
Lozenge is really a word you have to think about when you say it.
Lozenge?
Lozenge, yeah. At least it is for me. I have to make sure that I'm getting all the consonants.
It has a Z in it, right? It's lozenge. Is that the proper?
No, lozenge. Not that hard. It's not like wolf.
That's a tough one.
I know. I've heard. Anyway, Wombat, how you doing?
Good.
You have a sore throat? You got a sore throat or something?
A little bit. Did you know that lozenge also means a rhombus or diamond shape?
No.
In addition to a small medicinal tablet?
No.
I did not know that.
Yeah, see? Facts.
You'd be really weird if you pointed to something and said, look at that lozenge-shaped thing there.
So it's named after the shape, is what we're saying.
You got it. That's what dictionary.com says.
You're learning so much.
The shape isn't that, though. The shape are usually like ovals.
I know. They changed the shape of lozenges over time. But originally,
they used to be diamond shape?
They used to be diamond shaped.
We wanted really was it the shape of it? You wanted that really pointy thing in your throat to clear it out?
Mm-hmm.
It's that way it gets wedged in there and all the germs can't get out.
It's like, if it doesn't hurt, it's not working.
Yes.
What about those the Ludens? Those cherry ones that were basically like, is that what you have?
You still eat those?
Candy?
That's just candy.
Just candy?
That's candy.
Yeah.
You're eating candy.
Eating candy during the show.
It says cough drop on the bag. I'm taking it as a cough drop. Yes. Are there better ones? Yes. But do I have any other ones in my house right now? No.
Would you say...
I should have known you just had the candy ones.
That's what we have in the house. What am I going to do? Run out? You know what I like?
They're good. I haven't had a Ludens in, probably 20 years.
Do you know why?
My preferred that
I either want better cough drops or better candy.
Have you ever gone full on fisherman friend cough drop?
Oh, those are different. That's in the other direction.
That's the other direction.
That's like the complete other end of the spectrum.
I'm purposefully hurting myself because my throat hurts. So I'm just going to throw this on top of it.
Listen,
I need to be more miserable than I currently am.
Right. Wombat is very stressed out about the school situation, and he needs candy.
I sent a very, I feel, properly worded letter to the superintendent and all Board of Ed members, none of which will reply to my email, despite the fact that I even included graphics. It had graphics I pulled from science.com or science.org, whatever the science magazine website is.
You should have.
Wherever you get your science from.
Yeah.
Where do you get your science from, Wombat?
I wanted to try to find a source that was like a non-political source. Like if I pulled a chart from CNN, someone on the school board would be like, "No, that's liberal media."
Dude, that's going right in the trash can. As soon as they see the first
I'm like,
sentence.
"No, I'll pull something from Science magazine." There's nothing political about science. It literally just shows how masks work.
They're not even going to read that.
I know, and they're not even going to read my email.
No.
They're just going to be like, this guy's, too smart for us and delete it.
That's probably what they're thinking.
Mm-hmm. I can't handle this. This guy knows how to use words. I'm not dealing with it. And they just go delete.
Yeah.
Well, I hope they come to their senses.
What they're doing is, because I live in Idiot Town, the school board and the superintendent knows that if they say masks are optional and the state says masks are mandatory, they can then turn around and go, the state says it. We tried to give you what you wanted.
Of course.
But the state won't let us.
Sure.
So that's why they're doing what they...
but the state hasn't said anything.
No, because we're in like governor transition until next Wednesday.
Right. So maybe Wednesday?
Yeah, because someone had to play grab ass with the interns.
For his whole career.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, maybe we should have been suspicious when he renamed that bridge Grab Ass Bridge, but
Is that how that's pronounced?
yeah, it's spelled Cuomo, pronounced Grab Ass Bridge.
His dad actually has a bridge named after him.
I know that was the bridge I was referring to.
No, it's not called Grab Ass Bridge.
It's true. It's the Grab Ass Bridge. It's over the Hudson.
Mario Cuomo Bridge.
Yes. And that's actually pronounced Mario, not Mario.
No. I don't know what's real anymore.
Me neither.
All I know is that because our governor couldn't stop playing grab ass, we got legal weed out of it.
That's true.
Exactly what happened. I mean, he's just
he was like, maybe if I get everyone high, no one will notice.
Maybe if we have a big news item for a couple of days, people forget about my career of grab assing.
And you know what? It didn't work.
It did not work, but
the DA was like, nope, you're too grab ass. You got to go. So whatever.
Right. Hopefully it'll work out.
This is why I'm glad I work from home. The only person I can play grab ass with is legally bound to allow me to.
I don't think that's how it works.
No, I'm pretty sure that works.
Was that in your vows?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It's called a ketubah. It's a Jewish agreement that you sign when you get married. And it says grab ass, but it's in Hebrew.
A ketubah?
Ketubah.
It's a fun word.
I know.
Hebrew's got a lot of fun words.
Ketubah is the Jewish marriage contract.
I didn't know that one. We didn't learn that one.
Up right over there. I turned the camera around.
You really have that? You really have something?
Yeah, we have a framed ketubah. It's very nice. It costs like $1 billion.
Was the grab ass part in there or no?
I don't know. I didn't write it. Oh. I couldn't tell you one word that it says on there.
They probably didn't put grab ass.
What is Hebrew for grab ass?
That's Klingon.
Oh, sorry. If I wasn't Jewish, that would be offensive.
Didn't you go to Hebrew school?
Yeah.
Give me your best Hebrew right now.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam amotzi lechem min haaretz. That translates to, "Blessed art thou, the Lord our God, bring us forth the bread of the earth."
That's all. Even going to Hebrew school, that's all we can remember is like one line prayer over objects.
There's a prayer that lets you eat and a prayer that lets you drink. They're really the only two you need to know.
And their words are mostly the same for both of them. That's all we got.
Yep.
Should we do some show feedback? We got
that. That was very Jewy.
Thank you.
So there was a lot of controversy last week when we discussed that Raccoon Studios, because it was 20 white guys.
Is it really called Raccoon Studios?
It's like Raccoon something Studio.
I fucking hate raccoons.
I know. So depending upon whose comments you read, either we went too far or we didn't go far enough.
Yes.
Perfect.
Which
that's
just
where I like to live.
Highlights how useless our comments are. I'll read them in a row. Hufferstoles has to say, anyone else laugh out loud at 3 white guys talking about an all white guy studio being a mistake on a podcast, which had less than 60 minutes of female talking over 700 episodes? I love the show, but I think this is the pot calling the kettle black. Yes, the response from the studio was dumb, but the picture itself could have been a picture of the CAGcast hosts. I'm not even going to get into everything that's wrong with that statement.
Get into some of it, though. I want to hear you talk about it.
Well, first of all, I had to listen back, and the person who called it a mistake was you, GP.
Wait, what? What happened?
You were the one who used the word mistake.
What?
I was like, I remember. I don't read because I read it. I always assume you're talking about me.
So
you were the one who called it a mistake.
Oh, what? Are you throwing me under the bus now? What's going on?
No, I just want to make sure that we have context here.
Okay.
And I just find it funny because we're not a business.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
but that's not a good explanation. I don't like that explanation.
I'm saying we're not a
one-man business that is not. I don't know. You're not very diverse in your one.
Yeah, why can't you be more than one thing?
How do you know I don't have a woman on the payroll?
I mean, we do. We're doing this. We do this basically for fun. I don't know. It's a hobby. That's the difference.
You want me to answer the question in a very graceful manner?
Sure.
The reality is, I don't want to have any more people on the show. I'm not looking to add a 4th person to the show. Not even, you notice that we don't interview people on the show, like ever? I mean, not ever, but in 700 episodes, how many people have we had come on the show and interview? Like 3. Do you know that we had Justin McElroy on the show?
Mm-hmm.
My son pointed it out, and he was incredibly excited. And now he thought I was cool before, and now like I'm on a whole other level.
He was the one who invited me on the Joystick podcast.
I did not.
On the one episode I was on.
I didn't even know you were on it.
I think I was on twice.
Anyway, I'm not interested in having another person on. It's hard technically to have more than 3 people on. Even this is a lot. Now, these days, now that everybody's got a studio in their house, it is easier. I will give you that. People now have a setup to do it. But previously, it was just annoying. And every time we did have a guest on, it never sounded good. And I just do this for fun, really. And if it stops becoming fun or too much work, that's when there stops being CAGcast episodes. So I totally get it. And if you want to watch a more diverse show, Fridays at 4:00 on the same channel, me and a real live black man.
That's a lie. You don't know any black people.
It's 50-50 representation right on another show on this channel. So check us out because we have a lot less viewers than this show. We need your support. But I get I'll take that critique with I will take it to heart. But we actually do have somebody on our social media side who is a female. Well, actually, I don't want to put out any genders. I don't have enough information. I think I don't know. Honestly, I didn't get that far. That's Thorbon's department. Let's move on to the next question.
I am so confused.
It's okay. Everything's great.
Kiku Jirobil had to say, the issue is that they put together a team of 20 people and they ended up with 20 of the same people. Even if it was just their friends or people they knew that needed a job, why are those people white dudes? The studio needs to look at itself and realize that regardless of their best intentions, the composition of their business is the result of a broken system. It doesn't make them bad people, but they need to own their shortcomings. Making excuses for them is not going to fix the problem. Love you guys, but I really think you missed the mark on this one.
I literally said the same thing that he said last week.
I know. So basically, either we made too many excuses for them, or we were too critical of them and we were the pot calling the kettle black. Now, I don't know which one we were.
Little of both.
Probably somewhere in the middle.
Probably.
Which means that we probably said just the right thing.
Nailed it.
Right.
Yeah. That just says we got it 100%
if you offended
right.
both sides, then that means that
we had the correct opinion.
You know what it is for seriously? You know what it is, and I've come to realize this, after doing this show for a long time. People are not, they're doing other stuff while they're listening. They're walking somewhere, they're working on their computer. We do not have most of our listeners 100% attention. I do not even have Wombat's 100% attention right now.
What was that?
See? So I get it. Like you're multitasking. So people will hear one part and then not hear some other part. Or some people have selective hearing too. Anyway, I said the same thing that this guy said. What else we got?
And then Robot Ninja Cat said, Wombat, this is from YouTube. Wombat's virtue signaling has gotten out of hand. We know he's a good guy. He doesn't need to demonstrate qualities that are really just the baseline of human decency on every show. I don't even know what specific thing he's pointing to.
I usually don't read these before the show, but that one caught my eye and I laughed out loud hard, just sitting here by myself.
Okay, whatever you say, dude. That's all I have to say about that.
That's just funny. It's funny. I like that we have clever listeners.
Uh-huh. Is that clever?
Well, he's pointing out that, that happens sometimes. You will say things like that. Like and there was an old lady in the middle of the road and I was driving and I turned around I turned away from her at the last second. I didn't run her over.
I'll say this. If I say anything that obtuse, you could point it out to me.
It's not that obtuse. It's fine. People look.
By the way, in this day and age,
Yes.
I would say that there's like a 75% chance that 75% of our listeners do not swerve for the old lady.
Our listeners. What's wrong with our listeners?
Okay, fine. Of American citizens. do
Our
not
listeners
swerve
are
for
nice
those.
people.
I mean, are they though? Look at the comments they leave us.
Yeah, but if they met you face to face, they would be nice. You know, remember I told you that story about meeting Tom, the flavor engineer, in front of my house? We had a block party last weekend, and you know he's around the corner.
Did he bring you some flavors from work?
No. He wasn't. It wasn't his party, but you know the guys were cooking up barbecue on the sidewalk in very hot weather and direct sunlight. So I got to talk to Tom again, and he's a very nice guy. You know, so I'm just going to say, like, our listeners are nice people based on my, you know, I don't know what the statistics are there. I have a very small.
You polled one person
out of like 10,000. So I'm not sure what those odds are, but so far so good. I think we're definitely trending in the right direction of goodness.
Excellent.
Yes. Should we watch this, boys?
We should.
Good. I have an exciting tales from retail from my own experience to lay on you, Wombat. See how you would react because.
Okay, well that's not the section.
No, I know. I'm tickling people. I'm
fine.
tickling people's asses with feathers.
Okay.
Speaking of asses, White Lotus finished up on HBO. That series. How far did you get, Wombat?
I never started it.
Did Laura finish it?
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, if she starts something and decides she's not into it.
Oh, that's what happened.
That's what happens. Yeah. Sorry.
It's really one of my favorite series of the year.
Now, is it one of those shows where everybody is a dick? Like, is there really no one to root for?
No, there are definitely people to root for.
Okay. Because I don't like shows where everybody's just kind of like, oh no, you're not supposed to like anybody. Like,
it's very interesting. It's all about, you know, relationships and how money affects those relationships. So it takes place at a fancy resort. So you got the relationships between the guests and the staff. And then in the families, you've got a recently married couple and the husband's very wealthy and the wife is not, and they're newlyweds, and you've got that money power relationship. And then you've got like a woman who's the CEO of a major tech company, and she's married to a guy who's not. She's like CEO of Google or something, and you know she's got all the money and all the power in the relationship. But it's funny, and it's off the wall too. But a lot of people did not like the finale. I think I won't give any spoilers at all. But I feel like those people were not paying attention to the series, like what was going on there, if they were expecting a different outcome, because it's about that. Like, you know, when you go to there's some people who, when they go to a resort, they feel like the employees are basically their slaves, and they'll be obsessed about like stupid shit rather than just enjoying their vacation. But it was great. It's highly recommended. White Lotus, one of my favorite shows of the year so far. Still thinking about it after many nights. I am curious to hear what Wombat thinks of Titans, because I watched, there's 2 seasons of that already, right? And this is the 3rd. I remember it started to get bad in the 2nd season. It was really good, Titans, and then it started to get dumb. How's it going now, Wombat, on season 3?
I mean, season 3 is very interesting because last season storyline was based on a Teen Titans comic book storyline, but one that not too many people are really that familiar with in this day and age, and they were kind of played fast and loose with it. So it sort of
Is it the one where they got the sandwich, the best sandwich ever?
Yeah, so it was the best sandwich ever one. Yeah, where they keep it in the fridge. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I watched Teen Titans Go, and this season they basically plays off of well-known Batman storylines, but not just like kind of known ones, but like really well-known, like A Death in the Family, and
oh wow, okay,
and Under the Red Hood.
That sounds good.
Yes, and that is for the most part fine. It's like I don't want to spoil anything for you
Okay, don't.
because I think you're gonna watch it.
Yeah, if you tell me it's good and worth watching, I will. If you tell me it's headed in the same direction.
One of the things they do, which is something that I actually really liked in the first episode. The first episode of the season I thought was the strongest of the three, which is sort of a mix, a double-edged sword of things. But there's a really good scene in the beginning of the first episode where the Titans actually go on a mission and succeed. And in so many of these shows, it's usually like, and the superheroes go out to stop the bad guy, and then the superheroes fail because that's how these shows always are.
Right.
So it's nice to see the heroes actually stop a bad guy and use all their powers, and that was kind of cool.
These shows do forget we want to actually watch the good guys like at their best, kicking ass sometimes. Like, that's fun.
Because then when they fail, it's like, how did these guys fail? They were so good like 20 minutes ago. So it's good. I like the direction they're going in. The cliffhanger after episode 3 was definitely like, wow, they really did that, didn't they? Kind of moment on the show.
Nice.
Yeah, especially if you felt the quality went down in the second half of season 2, you're gonna be both sad and happy at the same time for the same reason. That's what I'm going to say about episode 3 of Titans.
I remember thinking that the clothes that they were wearing were weird, like when they were not being superheroes.
Yeah, they get completely naked in this cliffhanger. You don't have to worry about that.
They're all naked.
Even the bird guy?
Even the bird guy. Yes.
Don't spoil it. You want to spoil something.
You know what? I'm going to say this. You know what actually does happen?
Don't spoil it. You're going to spoil it. I can tell.
I'm not spoiling it, but I will say, the Birdman Hawk does get completely naked in that episode.
Yes,
and you do see his bare ass.
I was hoping
Shipwreck totally nailed it.
I know how these shows work.
Yep, he nailed it. There is naked Hawk.
There's a lot of male nudity in these shows.
No naked.
Is that on HBO Max?
Yeah.
All right, I canceled that.
Okay, that's done for you.
You're safe.
Did you ever watch any Jellystone before you canceled it?
No.
Oh,
is that a Yogi Bear thing?
Yeah. That's the new Yogi Bear cartoon from the makers of Chowder.
I literally flipped around.
That was on there before
on
you
HBO Max. I flipped around on HBO Max and went, "Yep, I'm good," and canceled it the day before I actually had to pay for anything.
Yeah, Jellystone is weird. It's Yogi Bear is a surgeon. And
Yogi Bear is a surgeon, or it's about Yogi Bear's surgeon?
No, Yogi Bear is a surgeon, and Boo Boo is a nurse.
Why?
I don't know.
That's dumb.
It's bizarre.
Better not be canon. Yep.
That's not why we're here. What else are we watching?
I bought the Leon the Professional 4K Ultra HD special, and we watched it with the family.
Mm-hmm.
Figured it was time for Ty watch a family get murdered.
So in that version, does he kill women and children?
No. We just watched the theatrical cut, not the extended cut, which I've seen separately. Just want to keep it, keep it original. OG. Nice one, man. I got that one. That one I got. Ty really liked it. It holds up really well. The 4K version looked good. It didn't look as good as Blade looked. Like, it didn't surprise me, like the quality of the picture as much, but it did look very good. And it's a great movie. Love that movie.
We watched because Elliot and I were alone all weekend. We watched Top Secret on Saturday. He had never seen that before.
Isn't that boring for him? A lot of talking.
No, he had never seen that before. Like any
when
other
would he have caught
9-year-old or how old is he? 9? Is
10.
he 9?
10.
Yeah, 10. Sorry. Any other 10-year-old that's just like right in their wheelhouse. Like we have to like make sure that this 10-year-old
he loves it. He loves
it.
He's seen Airplane and he's seen The Naked Gun. And this is the movie that comes right between the two.
The most boring one.
And it's not nearly as good as those
two.
See,
I think you're both wrong. I think you should revisit that movie. It is on Amazon Prime.
But he didn't like it that much.
He did. He loved it.
As good as Airplane?
No, he said he liked Airplane more.
Right.
Did he like Naked Gun more?
Probably. I don't know. I'll have to ask. I'm not saying that it's better than those two movies.
You just said it was.
No, I just said it wasn't bad.
What year did that movie come out?
We're gonna have to rewind. Can you rewind that, Cheapy,
I
and see what
did
he
not
said?
say it was better. I just said it wasn't bad.
Better than you think. I
I
think is
didn't
what he
say it
saying.
was bad. It's not as good. I said it was not as good as Airplane or Naked Gun.
Right.
I
okay.
think it's on the same level. I think it's on par with those two.
He's too young. He's too young for that movie because I was 11 when it came out, and I remember seeing it, and I remember not understanding what the fuck was going on.
I was younger than he was when it came out, and I saw it in the theaters, and I remembered loving it.
You were probably like, they probably put some drugs in the popcorn.
No, he laughed at the right moments.
All right.
Yeah.
I can't remember one thing from that movie.
He's like, "Can you help me order?" Yes, I know a little German. He's sitting right over there.
Yeah,
and then they point to the midget.
Yeah,
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny stuff. Yeah.
Hilarious.
It is. Mm-hmm.
What else we got here? Oh, did you hear the news that Anthony Mackie's getting his own Captain America movie? He's the next Captain. He is Captain America.
Good.
Again,
but in movie form now.
I know. I was going to say this should be some good news for the two of you who felt that the TV series was a little long-winded.
Yes, it should be interesting. Can't they like?
I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'll watch that.
Don't you feel? Okay, here's a serious question.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you feel, especially after watching the What If, the first episode of What If?
I have not seen any of that yet.
I watched the second episode also, but yes.
It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Don't you think it's a little unfair that the Black Captain America doesn't get super serum? Like, why? That seems unfair. Like we got.
You mean Anthony Mackie?
Correct. No, he's an actor. He's not a Marvel. I'm talking about in the story.
You're talking about the Sam Wilson Captain America, not the what's his name, Eli.
Oh, because there's another Captain. There's a Black Captain
America,
and he gets the super serum.
He had the super serum that he was given during World War II.
It's the guy in the show.
Yeah, the guy in the show, Eli Bradley.
He's in the show.
Yes.
You didn't watch the show?
I did, but I don't know who that is.
They went to his house like 3 times.
Oh, right. The original guy. Yeah. So right. They gave him like the shitty one. Okay, that makes sense. Like the experimenting on the black guy. That fits.
It wasn't a shitty one. It was just as good, but because they gave it to a black guy whose knowledge they disavowed at the end of the war.
Okay.
They didn't reuse that serum again. But
he's all fucked up now. He's all jacked up now. He can't even do his gardening.
He threw a matchbook into a wall.
But he's got arthritis.
Chucks it like a throwing star.
Right.
And it goes right in like the shield to show you that even though he's 97 years old, he still could kick your ass.
He's got soft walls though. I noticed that.
Okay.
That house.
Yeah. See, now here's what happens in the comic books is that guy's blood still has some super soldier serum in it. And he does wind up giving a blood transfusion that he has to give to his grandson, who's also on that show, and the grandson gets super soldier powers.
Right. I like that.
And he becomes the Patriot. And he hangs out with the Sam Wilson Captain America, who does not get super strength.
He's got wings.
He's got wings. In the comic books, he could telepathically communicate with birds. I don't know why that didn't translate to the movies.
Maybe it will. Maybe that's what this movie's about.
I know.
He gets that power.
He gets that power, and they bring in D-Man, who's the guy in the chair for Falcon. D-Man.
Good name.
Mm-hmm. He dresses.
What's a D stand for?
Dumphy, I believe is his real last name. Dynamite Man. He was a wrestler.
Oh, okay.
He's a wrestler turned superhero whose costume is it's basically the old Daredevil, the red and yellow one, but he wears Wolverine's mask.
Right.
This is a real thing. I'm not making this up.
It is weird. Anyway, I feel like in the second Captain America movie, the new ones, they should give him the super serum, and then they can use CG to really
I think part of the charm of him is that he doesn't have it.
Yeah,
and
that's
he's still doing
the
Captain America stuff.
Right, but it seems fair. Like, how come the black guy's got to work harder, for no reason? Like, we probably still have the super serum. We could give it to him if we wanted to.
No, I'm telling you, I think he's better off without it.
It's all politics.
Because if he's a better Captain America without the serum.
How's he going to be better without the serum? Let's be realistic here.
He's got a vibranium suit. He's got wings. He's got a cool mask thing going down. He'll be fine.
He's got the robot bird.
He's going to have...
Robot bird, true.
he has what's his name? Jacqueline on his side, his friend from the show,
Right.
his contact at the army. He gets experimented on by the Shadow Broker and Power Broker. Sorry, wrong lore. He gets experimented on and gets turned into a bird person and becomes the new Falcon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like just gets turned into a hideous like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle style Birdman.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Like feathers and everything coming out, like the
Feathers and-
fly, like
and-
Brindlefly.
feathers and big eyes and wings and the whole nine.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you hear that there's going to be a Star Wars anime series, much like the Animatrix?
I saw
called-
the trailer and it looks like something that's going to be on Disney Plus.
It is
Yeah. So there you go.
Star Wars Visions, and it's going to be in Japanese too.
Right.
Yeah, Ty was excited.
Mhm.
Let's move on. I don't know. I look good. I mean, some of the
It looked fine. Yeah, it looked
Yes.
like
I'll
it looked
watch
like
it.
okay. The animation looked nice.
it's all different stories by different studios.
Yeah,
so you're gonna
but all
like
the
some
different
and
animation. Yeah,
right. You'll like some and you won't like
I
It
others.
looked
I like-
entertaining.
I look forward to you judging me for watching it with English voices as opposed to
I won't judge you.
the Japanese with words underneath the screen.
Yeah, you make Ty watch that.
I'm sure you do.
Let's move on to the new releases.
Sure.
Yes. I have not played it yet, but the latest Paw Patrol movie came out with a game.
Shit.
I'm sure you have it though, right?
I don't yet. I could have pretty much done asked for it and I could have gotten it, but I don't know. The weird thing is it came out like the week before the movie did. And so I'm like, "Oh, if I get my kids this game, is it going to spoil the movie?" So
What could
Can you
spoil?
spoil?
Impossible.
you can spoil
Impossible.
Paw Patrol the movie.
Okay, don't tell them this, but the Paw Patrol saves the day.
but
But
maybe one of them dies. Yeah,
The green one. I don't know his name.
Yeah,
that's
it's just,
Rocky.
Rocky, the green one.
It's just like Suicide Squad.
hmm
Mhm.
Did you guys watch that? I forgot already.
Yeah, we talked. I did.
Yeah, we
Okay.
talked about it. Yep.
My parents watched the first 20 minutes of it.
And they're like, and then they hard nope out.
They're like, yeah, we get it. And they stop. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see
Sabrina
that.
really wants to watch it, and I told her she wants to watch it. She has to watch it with me in the room.
Why? It's not bad. What's so bad about it?
I think she would be fine. Ellie, I wouldn't let watch it.
She talks about the guy's penis though, Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
She talks about the monster between his legs. That was
There's some
that line.
penis. There's some penis in that movie.
There is
There's
like
penis.
yeah,
There was?
twice.
Where?
Yeah, there's penis in the background.
Mhm.
I didn't even catch that penis.
Hmm.
There was penis. Like in what? What was the context?
There was a guy showering
Penis?
outside.
Penis on the screen. It was the content.
And
I didn't even catch that.
The other is Weasel.
A weasel's penis?
Yeah, you see
I-
Weasel's penis.
I missed Weasel's penis. Wow.
Yep.
Maybe I saw the censored version. It sucks. All right, what else?
I'm sure that Paw Patrol movie game is probably actually pretty good for kids.
Yeah, it's lit. Very.
Am I the only one who
looking
played
for it.
some Hades in the last week?
I have not played it yet. I did download it, but that is not the Game Pass game I've been playing.
I've
I
played it on
played-
PC, so I'm familiar.
I played some Hades on the Xbox.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. It's a game that I've played on the Xbox. No, it's good. It's good. But
If you
I
like,
don't know.
if you're into like Greek gods and that stuff, I think
No, I like the Greek god stuff. That's probably the only thing that's keeping me going back.
Right.
He loves the
Play
Greek
it?
god stuff. Remember, he liked that the generic Ubisoft game.
Exactly. I'm totally into that stuff.
What's that game? Phoenix Rising? Is that a game?
no.
No,
It's not
yeah,
what it's, is
Phoenix
that what it's
Rising.
called?
Yeah, yeah,
Immortal
uh-huh.
something
I
Immortals.
played
Immortals.
like
Immortals,
yeah,
Phoenix
Immortals,
Rising.
Phoenix Rising. There it is. I played it to completion. I played like 60 hours of that game.
Nice. And you still
Uh-huh.
couldn't remember the name.
No, nobody can.
No, I can't. It's a good game though. Anyway, Hades is good too. It's just that everyone's like, this game is so different from all the other roguelikes you've ever played before, and I'm like, is
really.
it though? Is
They
it
say that
though?
about every roguelike, right?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm walking up and I'm hitting things, and then a boss kills me, and now I'm back at the beginning again.
I have a roguelike that's really different that I'm going to talk about later.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
Or maybe now if it's on this list.
I
Nope, it's not.
believe you.
But
By the way, speaking of Immortal Phoenix Rising, did you know that Ubisoft has a web portal. It's not an ad, by the way, even though it sounds like. Have you heard about Ubisoft and their new
Have
web
you heard
portal?
about Ubisoft penis drugs? No, tell me more.
They have like a website where you can play games online, and one of them is a battle royale Bomberman game with Ubisoft characters, including Phoenix from that game, which I had unlocked. And you just go to the website and you can play. It's called, I even forgot what it's called. See, now you know it's not an ad. It's like Ubisoft Nano or something stupid like that. And that's one of the games. It's fucking Bomberman, and you play with your keyboard. And it's Battle Royale. And I played my first game. I got 6th place. Pretty good.
Is that the story?
That's it. I was
Okay,
excited.
great.
If you like well, I really like Bomberman. So it was exciting for me. I would like a real full-fledged, like fully cooked Battle Royale Bomberman game.
I thought that was coming out. That was like going to be a thing.
It's a Stadia. I believe that's a Stadia exclusive. I think
So
I'm
in
not
other words,
making it up.
100 Stadia users
Yeah. So then in
log
other
on,
words,
and we see
it's
how long
not a
it
thing?
takes them.
They've never had a full game yet.
I think I know what Shipwreck's been playing on Game Pass. That's on this list.
Is it? Is it
Yeah.
on this list?
Art of Rally.
Oh, is it on this list? Yes, I have been playing Art of Rally.
I
I
started
played
it.
a little bit of that.
That game
little bit.
is really good. I like that game quite a bit.
What do you like about it? Because I didn't think it was that great.
So
I would also like to hear this.
it has the right feel to it. Like once you get into a groove of actually the driving and the drifting and getting around the corners and braking, and you get good at it, the camera is really fantastic about like following the car. It like kind of points you, like the way you play it, like I'm not even looking at the car, like I'm looking way like as far out in the distance as I can at the road. And it's just like I don't know. There's something very like satisfying about playing that game and playing it well. And I'm not playing it that well, but like when you nail the like the turns, like it's a similar thing to like when you're playing Forza and you get into a groove and you're like, oh yeah, I've got all the lines down. And
Sure.
yeah, it has that. And I like the structure of the game too, where it has a free roam mode, but it also has the campaign modes. And I'm like, I don't know, I'm on the 3rd stage of campaign, I guess. It's good car unlocks. Like it's, I don't know, it's a chill game. It reminds me somewhat of Descenders.
Yes.
In the same feel I get of playing Descenders is the
But
same
for
feel
those
I
who
get
are
this.
not aware of what the game is like, it is a mostly top-down driving game. And the graphics are sort of polygonal. Would that be a good way to describe it?
Minimalist. would be a
Minimalist.
good
That's a good word. Yes. It's like a minimalist graphic style that I actually really like. I think the game looks great. And it's definitely a unique look for a genre that usually touts itself on high res everything. To see a game that kind of says, well, actually this game is really stripped down, we're going to focus more on mechanics, is an interesting take, and I do think that they pull it off successfully.
Yeah, I think the different road types.
It is the top secret of driving games.
I think they get the mechanics of like the different tarmac and asphalt and gravel and dirt. They all feel different when you're driving on them, and yeah, it's well done.
You
I like
never
the little-
race against other people, right? Other cars.
No, not other. I mean, it's a true like rally where you're just
Time.
trying to get through a course as fast as possible.
Mhm.
But I like the little details of like when you go through the corners and it's all the like where the people are hanging out. It's got like little rectangle people, but they're like the same stupid idiots that you see on the videos of rally sporting, where they're like running out in front of the cars, like
Yeah.
they're like trying to get out of your way.
I like the music. It's got that Sirius XM chill
Mhm.
vibe. So I'll go back and try it some more. I only played a little of it. What else
Good.
we got?
What else do we have on this list? Madden's out? Is it Madden time already?
It's Madden time.
Wombat,
I don't
how's
know.
Madden
I don't
this
know
year?
what's different. Yeah. You could put face masks on all the coaches that aren't vaccinated. When you make your team, it's Madden Ultimate Team, and you can decide is this player vaccinated or not.
You get the cards. The cards are just masks, and you apply them to the
you get to
coach.
you have to. If you want your guy to play without a mask on, you have to get the vaccination card. Vaccination cards cost $5 each, but they don't run out of breath because they're running with masks on. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, and your players can be radicalized by Facebook, and they won't get vaccinated, and then your team's like SOL because you don't have enough. You lost.
Oh,
your star
and if
players.
your player is like the star player of the team, he will never tell the media one way or another if he's vaccinated or not, because he wants to make sure everyone knows that he's not a role model.
Who's that you're referring
That's everyone in pro sports.
That's not everyone.
That is everyone in pro sports.
It really sounds like they added a lot this year.
Yeah.
This isn't just a roster refresh this year.
No,
this is one of their key years. This is
if it's in the game.
Yeah. So
it's in the game.
I've got one Switch game or not for you this week.
Oh, you do. Okay.
I just decided, what if I just took a random word generator and just hit it like 10 times? Could I get a game that could fool you? And the answer is, I think so.
Is it Fire Tonight?
No.
Oh, you mean one of the games in there is fake? Oh, wait.
Yeah.
This is so good.
Yeah.
Road 96.
Nah.
No, not that one. That's a game.
No, that's a game.
Pile up box by box?
Nope, that's a game. Literally went through a random word generator on a website and hit the button maybe 5 times to get it.
Ironfoot?
There you go. You got it. I mean, that sounds just as reasonable as any of these other ones.
I mean, yes.
There's like 5 more you could have named. Like,
oh yeah, I could have got
out of line. One deck dungeon. Mary Kay Andrews, the Fixer Upper.
What is that?
I don't know, and I don't want to know.
Who is that? I don't know who that is.
They're trying to confuse you by combining a bunch of different things.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it for new releases?
I think so.
I think that's there's so many good ones here. There's a Doctor Who game out this week for Switch. Doctor Who: The Lonely Assassins. But that one's good.
Mm-hmm. All right, then. How about a word from our sponsor, Wombat?
Sure.
I think it's your time.
From our friends at Hellofresh. With Hellofresh, you get fresh, pre-measured ingredients and mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on Hellofresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Fall is busy, but HelloFresh recipes save time you'd otherwise spend meal planning, shopping, and chopping, so you can get back to what matters. HelloFresh's family-friendly menu is a big win for back-to-school season with easy, delicious recipes for drama-free dinners. HelloFresh offers 50 menu and market items to choose from every week, from vegetarian meals and calorie-smart choices, that's what I pick, to extra special gourmet options. There's something for everyone to enjoy, with recipes designed and tested by professional chefs and nutritional experts to ensure deliciousness and simplicity. The fall harvest is officially on with HelloFresh. Count on seasonal recipes like pumpkin cinnamon rolls and Friendsgiving ready sides, as well as fresh, high-quality ingredients that travel from farm to your front door in less than a week. Get better value. HelloFresh is over 30% cheaper than shopping at grocery stores, with pre-portioned ingredients that ensure you won't spend money on excess food that ends up in the trash. And for those who heard our ad about Green Chef last week, Green Chef is now owned by HelloFresh. And with a wider array of meal plans to choose from, there's something for everyone. I love switching between the brands, and now you guys can enjoy both brands with a discount from the CAGcast. I have been a HelloFresh subscriber for years. I had Chibi was just a potato. I had HelloFresh potatoes tonight. I had dill chicken with potatoes and asparagus. It was super delicious. I would put that. I've said it before. I would put that dill sauce on a shoe and eat it. It's kind of great.
I'm ordering the shoe next week.
You should order this. You should be next time be a shoe. So just go to HelloFresh.com/CAGcast14 and use code CAGcast14 for up to 14 free meals, including free shipping. That's hellofresh.com/CAGcast14 and use code CAGcast14 for up to 14 free meals, including free shipping. That's HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit.
Look, I put the song on.
Yes, you did.
It's time for your song time.
I hear that.
Let's enjoy it. Do you like when I become a potato?
I do. You
I
should
like it
stop
too.
though. We've moved on.
I did.
No,
I'm not a
stop being
potato.
a potato. It's rude.
I'm not a potato. This is what I look like normally.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. I'm a boiled potato.
Mm.
Shall we do your fortnightly news?
Sure. Speaking of Fortnite, so there was a big update, and what they added to the game was something called imposters, which is basically Among Us in Fortnite. And by basically, I mean exactly. So if you've played Among Us, you've played imposters.
Visually, is it like the same? Does it look the same as Fortnite normally looks?
They made a whole new map
Okay.
just for imposters, which I will say is kind of fun because it's full of like little Fortnite-y Easter eggs. But the map layout is actually very similar. If you look at the map screen side by side, like the bottom corner map screens, it's a very similar map layout to Among Us.
Yeah, why reinvent the wheel?
Exactly. And it's like the same thing if you're, an agent or whatever the heck you are, an astronaut, not the alien, then you have to perform menial tasks. And if you're the alien, you have to kill everyone on the ship. And you can hit the button to call people, to accuse people and vote for them. But
when you kill the people, is it like Among Us where it's just like a one button kill, or you have
one
to really
button
shoot?
kill.
Okay.
No, it's a one button kill, and then you're a ghost and you can float around ship and
Sounds good.
wait. Yeah, it's the exact same thing.
Sounds like I'd be able to control it better than Among Us.
Probably. I mean, I've played Among Us like twice. I was never like, this is the greatest thing. So I've played Imposters about twice, and I was like, this is not the greatest thing.
I don't like
And I
lying,
moved
so
on.
if you don't like
Yeah.
lying, then it's not like a lot of fun.
Even
that
then,
game.
it's like, yeah. I played a game. I knew who the imposter was right away. I kept pointing to everyone. That's the imposter. That's the imposter. Vote for this person. I voted for that person. And then no one else voted for that person. And as soon as the round ended, that person killed me. So I was
You
like,
deserved it.
Yeah. I'm like, well, there goes this game. So that's that. That is Among Us. And I know that the makers of Among Us are none too pleased. Apparently there were talks about doing a collaboration at some point, or they were hoping to do a collaboration with Fortnite, and instead Fortnite's like,
Sounds like somebody was playing hardball Among Us, and then they were just like, fuck it. Imposters.
There were rumors of them adding Among Us skins into Fortnite, like when Among Us hit, but
I'm sure
there are rumors of everything.
Yeah, I mean, look, they could definitely make more money together than not, but maybe one party was, asking for more than the other was willing to give, and now you have imposters.
Who knows? I know Wonder Woman comes out this week in Fortnite, though, so there's that.
Exciting.
Mm-hmm.
How is War in what's it called? War for Wakanda? What's the name?
I think it's War for Wakanda. Yeah, War for Wakanda in the Avengers game. Now, have you played the Avengers game?
I mean, I have.
Yes.
Did you finish the story in the Avengers game?
No.
Yes.
Okay. If you've played the Avengers game, then you know you jump around a lot and you punch and kick a lot of things.
In brown areas.
Yes, and sometimes you have to stand on a platform and wait for the thing to go from blue to yellow or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Yep. It's kind of like that, but now it's in Wakanda and you're Black Panther.
Do you have to pay for Black Panther?
No, Black Panther is free. The whole War for Wakanda section is free. And I will say it's fun and it's all right. It's not like, oh my God, this is awful. I'm not going to shit on a free expansion pack. But it's not like I'm playing it going, this is it. This is what Avengers is all about. This is the thing I've been waiting for all my life.
Right.
It's just, it's better than anything else they've put out since the game came out.
That's good.
Give an example of what they put out since the game came out. For
They put out
for those who may not know.
The 2 Hawkeye things.
Oh, right. I forgot.
They put out the 2 Hawkeye things. They put out the I want to say there was something else also that they put out that I don't even think I really touched. But this is good. I mean, it's a new environment. It is
They have like a
Wakanda.
boss rush mode, or like we're gonna throw these 2 bosses at you again.
Yeah, no, they added 2 new bosses at least so far.
What do you got? You got Claw,
and they added Crossbones. So that's nice.
Oh, okay.
Crossbones is a good mid tier boss. I thought that was a nice addition.
He had about 10 minutes in the MCU, right?
Yeah, exactly. He appeared in 2 movies.
For a total of about 10 minutes.
Yep.
Not even.
Yeah. So, there's that. And yeah. So,
well, what I'm taking away from you is that this is the best part of the Avengers game, is what you've just said, basically.
I mean, it's good. I prefer this.
You won't
over
say that? You won't commit to that statement?
It is the best part of the Avengers game.
Okay. There it is.
It is significantly better than anything else they've put out since. I am enjoying playing it. I'm sure I will finish it. Black Panther looks okay. He looks okay. I mean, I know why they do it, because they want to charge you for skins. It's like they know what Black Panther is supposed to look like.
What if we just put a little, some more pixels here?
What if we put some spikes on his shoulders? Why would we put spikes on his shoulders? That would look stupid. Because it looks stupid, and people will want to play as a Black Panther that looks like Black Panther, and we could charge them for that later. Because he's got spikes on his shoulders and spikes on his head. And I'm like, what is this nonsense? And it's a little bit of a drag on it. Right. So yeah, they do have a free skin also that you can download for like the first week or so. So I would say get on that if you're interested. Get that free skin. It's the one with the short cape, Black Panther. That's a little, the first appearance comic book short cape look.
Yep.
It's all right. Again, it also still has the spikes on it that I don't understand. And, and you're still fighting the occasional aimbot, but they also have claw bad guys. There's more green now because you're fighting in the jungle.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean,
so it's mixed in with the brown. They added some new puzzles. The chests aren't the same looking chests, but at the end of the day, it's just kind of a coat of paint on everything you've already done before.
I haven't done much. Do I have to have finished the story mode to play this? All right. Maybe I'll just, but then I got to download 100 gigs, right? Like how big is this?
It's more than that.
Oh, good.
It's like 170 gigs now.
Good. Quite a commitment. It's like, do you either want to play Call of Duty or Avengers?
Yeah.
Choose one. Two is too much commitment.
Mm-hmm. Again, it's I don't want to complain about something that was essentially free on a game that's a year old, but here I am, I guess. But here we are.
But in a way, you gave it a compliment too. So I think that it sounds more positive than negative for sure.
It is more positive than negative. I just, there's this part of me that just, I don't know. I wanted it to be like, this is what the game should have been the whole time. But
nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still annoyed with how they handled the whole skins and the look of the characters and how dumb they look sometimes, and how their shop setup is. And they used to have skins you could unlock in game, and it was like a set of like 12, and the shop would refresh every day. The 12 would refresh every day, and then with one of the updates, they changed the 12 to 3, and of the 3, only one of them is a skin that you might be able to buy with in-game credits, not with real money.
And they all have spikes on the shoulders. Playing. Everybody.
No. Even then, it may not be a new skin in there each day. Like sometimes it's just like, the static pictures you could have next to your name that no one ever sees because no one ever plays this game online. It's just, I don't know. It's so stupid.
What do you think their Spider-Man costume's going to look like?
I mean,
spikes.
Seriously.
Cape, spikes and a cape.
Yeah. Nameplates, by the way. That's the thing. I can remember what they were called. Yeah, exactly. Spider-Man's going to be like, whatever the worst thing is, Bermuda shorts and sunglasses. That's going to be Spider-Man.
His costume's going to be ripped.
Yeah. They're going to do something that when you look at it, you're like, I guess it looks like those figures you buy at the flea market.
They probably can't because of the Sony deal.
The Spider Guy action figures that they sell in flea markets.
Mm-hmm.
Is this game going to be around for the Spider-Man release?
They're still saying that's supposed to come out by the end of the year. I mean, it doesn't matter to me.
What? That's not going to happen.
PlayStation anyway. I think if they release Spider-Man, it's literally just Spider-Man. There's not going to be like a storyline that goes with it.
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
Yeah, like if you have a
I'm
PlayStation,
over here now.
It's gonna be like, and now you could be Spider-Man, and he's just gonna show up like in the loading in that opening screen.
Spider-Man in Utah.
Yeah, exactly.
Where I usually hang out.
It's me. I'm Spider-Man. I'm a Mormon now.
I'm on vacation. I'm collecting rock samples for a science experiment.
Exactly.
High school.
I'm in Wakanda. Look at me, Spider-Man in Wakanda. So I don't know. That's my guess. And then they're gonna sell like every costume Spider-Man's ever had for $15. One of my other favorite things about the Avengers shop is they have everything separated, the things you could buy by legendary, epic, rare, like all games do. But there's like 17 legendary costumes for every character and like 2 rare ones. And I'm like, I don't think they understand what the words mean that they're using.
They're using it as a price tag.
Yeah, they're using it to emphasize how much
legendary price tag.
Exactly. Not that it's the hardest to find skin. No, it's just the most expensive.
You better reach legendary status in real life if you want to afford these skins.
It's so frustrating how tone deaf they are. And I know they are.
Well, apparently Square Enix is not happy with how this game's performing.
Yeah,
of course not.
It lost like millions, didn't it?
That's the only thing I'm interested in is how this game is doing financially. I feel like it's an uphill battle at this point. Like the timing on the release was bad. Everything bad. The game is fine though. Like the game is fine, but everything else.
You know what? The story mode was pretty good.
Yeah.
The War for Wakanda is fine.
Is it a story mode? Is War for Wakanda a story mode?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a story mode. It's a full-on story. It's an 8-hour campaign. There's nothing
I'll
to
play
complain
that.
About. Yeah,
they've got the writer from Marvel.
I'll play it and not complain about it. How
There's
about that?
cutscenes and everything. There's really nothing to complain about it. Huh?
Did you skip them?
I did not. I watched them so far.
Wombat's like
praise.
I know, and he's like hating on it somehow.
I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying like it's like
a little bit.
I don't know.
A little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
You want more. You want more. You want like everything to hit on that game, and it doesn't.
I want them to be like, okay, we really screwed this up. Let's just get rid of the stupid shop. Let's get rid of. There's still like 3 different types of XP. I really hate the season pass things, the way they do their season pass, because it's not based off of your character's XP. You have to do the dumb challenges. Do I the XP for the season?
Do I have to remember any of this nonsense to play the campaign?
No.
Okay,
well, that's
I don't remember having to do like I remember these things being in the game, but I remember completely ignoring them.
Well, that's just like there's only one. The leveling up that for unlocking things in your skill tree is the only thing that matters.
Yeah, that's and I hardly did a whole lot of that either. I feel like I finished the game and I'm like, oh okay, well it's over. These are the powers that I came up with as I went along.
Yeah, that's all that really is interesting also, because changing gear that doesn't do anything other than change a number in the top left corner, that as far as I could tell, having played this game more than anyone else I know, doesn't have any impact on gameplay whatsoever. It's like, oh, open this chest and get another thing. What does it do? It changes your number from 50 to 56. What does a 56 do? I don't know. And there's also the character challenge card. And if you get to the next level on that, you can unlock like another nameplate. Okay, how do I do that? Well, you have to complete these challenges. But I'm already level 30. Why isn't this at level 30? No. That's a different level than that level. You mean, does it go with the level of my gear? No. That's a different level from that level and that level. So I have 3 different levels that I need to care about? Yes. And if you want to upgrade this level, which gives you the things you're interested in, you can only do the 4 things that it says on the bottom of the screen, and those are timed. So you're saying that I have to get 90 headshots with Hawkeye just to get something interesting? Yes. but I unlocked all these cool moves that Hawkeye can do. Why don't I play the game and have fun and use all these cool moves that I unlocked with Hawkeye? No, you can't do that. If you want a nameplate, you can only do headshots with the bow and arrow for 6 hours or you get nothing. And that is where Avengers falls apart. There
Got
you go.
it.
Does that make sense now? Did I?
Too much. It's too much.
It is too much. They overthought it, and the game sucks because of it.
I want to hear about how the Outriders developers are getting screwed. I don't know.
Because they
about
don't know how
this.
to read a contract.
What happened? I don't know the story at all.
Apparently, according to what I read, is it People Could Fly are the developers of that game. They've been told by Square Enix that the game has not made a profit. Therefore, they don't get any royalties. And they asked to see the numbers to back this up, and Square says we don't have to provide you those numbers.
Oh, so they didn't hire a lawyer to read the contract or something?
Yeah. So I don't know what that means. Also, some people are saying, well, what about Game Pass? Did they get screwed because of Game Pass? And because that game was a day one Game Pass game. So now it comes down to, well, what are the rules with Game Pass, and what were the rules for the developer against the publisher? Who got money? Did they get paid? Did that count towards their contract, and how that all worked?
Right. And we don't know.
Yeah.
And the answer is we don't know.
Yeah.
But it sounds like they probably didn't do a great job negotiating their own contract.
It's what it kind of sounds like.
That's what it sounds like.
But you would think they would have gotten something for the game. Like they would have been like, well, how many sales does Game Pass count as?
Of course.
And they would have said, oh, yeah, well, because
0.
It's not like that.
How
game
about
was
0?
Square didn't put it on Game Pass out of the kindness of their hearts.
Of course.
Yeah, they were paid.
That doesn't mean that maybe they don't know that the People Can Fly anything with that deal. Who knows?
I don't know.
Don't know.
So.
Shall we move on to Cheapy's Quest Corner?
Sure.
I downloaded this new game that came out. I bought it. It's called Warplanes, World War I fighter.
I saw that in the shop. How is it?
So you know how they have different ratings for the comfort level of games?
Mm-hmm.
This is at the highest level, intense, where it says it's not for most people, is what the description is. Not
Isn't
for
it also
most
like
gamers.
a sitting game too, though?
You're sitting, but you're flying a World War I plane with a machine gun attached to it and dogfighting guys like back, like
and
Red Baron
how you do
shit.
it, like a grandma listening to techno music.
Yeah, that's how. I mean, if you want to die, it's pretty well done. I gotta say, certainly for like $20, but I did not feel great after playing that game for like 20 minutes.
Now, is it on rails?
No, no, it's not on rails. You're flying that fucker around, and the cool thing is, you're sitting in this cockpit of this old ass plane with this old janky looking stick coming out, and you got the throttle on the left. It's another janky looking stick, and you can play with just the thumbsticks if you want, but if you want the VR full experience, you're going like this. You're pulling the levers, and there's like a flare gun. You can pick up the flare gun and shoot it. And the cool thing is when you're dropping bombs on targets, there's like a thing of bombs, and you pick up the bomb and you just drop it off the side of the plane while you're flying it. And it's really cool if you can handle the motion.
Does it require a lot of space, or because
No,
you're
just sitting. You're just sitting, no space at all. It's just, can you handle the motion sickness that this game can deliver? There's different settings where you can choose like an arcade experience or like real physics. And the more realistic it is, the more sick you're going to feel, because the plane is, an old ass plane is not going to really fly straight. It's going to be constantly.
Honestly, you have me intrigued, because I've been playing a lot of Pistol Whip still, which I like. Also, a game that doesn't require. They had that huge update for that last week. Unlike the Avengers, it's not 37 gigabytes. It was 1 gigabyte. But that game is pretty awesome, but does not make me sick. But there's lots of constant movement there.
Pistol Whip?
Yeah.
This is a full on, you're flying this plane around. So you look down and I feel like it would be more
confusing than nauseating.
There's there'll be like a city that you have to defend, and they're shooting out the flak guns, and there's planes dropping bombs, and the shit's blowing up all around you. It's pretty cool, but like I said, I had to lie down afterwards. I think I played too long. But I think there's a demo on maybe like some on their app store, like like they have like a labs or something like that where you can download like smaller free shit. Might be on there. Check it out. It's called Warplanes. It's definitely well done, and I mean we've come a long way with these games. I remember like playing these World War I games, and it's crazy now. It's absolutely crazy now. And speaking of crazy, remember I told you I brought the Oculus to the ping pong club last week?
Yeah.
I went back today Ty had a lesson there, and one of the guys was there, and he's like, "Oh, I bought an Oculus. It's in my car right now. It's fucking awesome." He's like,
"Nice."
He didn't even try it. He just watched the coach trying it, and he just saw that it was $300 and just fits in your hands, the whole thing, and that was enough. Like, and it has all these games, and yeah, he was.
I got my free recall cover today.
Oh, okay. I sent away for it.
Yeah, mine came in the mail today.
He was really into this. There's a game where you're in a canoe. It's like Tom Clancy. It's like what's that game with the head?
Oh yeah, I know
Tom
that
Clancy.
game. Yeah.
But it's Splinter Cell. It's like Splinter Cell, but you're in a kayak. So you're like going like making the kayak moves, and you're shooting people with a bow and arrow from a kayak. It's like Deliverance. That'd be a good game. Anyway, are you ready for my tales from retail, Wombat?
Sure.
It's kind of weird, so pay close attention. I got to see your reaction to this. So we were going to visit my family at the beach this weekend, and we're driving to the beach, and I get the light that goes on in my car that tells me the tire pressure is low in one of the tires.
What beach?
We're going to the Hamptons.
Okay.
And a few days earlier, the light had gone off, and I had filled the tire up, so I knew that I probably had like run over a nail or some shit. So I pull over, and sure enough, I see that there's a nail there, and I'm like trying to figure out how I can get this fixed. We're on the way to the beach. I got the family with me, obviously.
Not just on your way to the beach, but you say you're going to the beach in the Hamptons, so you're driving like an hour and a half.
Driving an hour and a half. My family's visiting from Belgium, and there's a bunch of my all visiting my family.
So this is like a big thing.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. It's not, whatever. So I want to make it. I want to make it.
If it was a whatever, you'd go to Jones Beach, which is 20 minutes.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. And I don't like going to the beach. When you look like this, you don't like going to the beach, but I want to visit my family. My family's great. So I'm like, all right, we got to figure it. It's Sunday. I'm sure hopefully there's a place open. I find a place that's open, call them up. They say it'll only take about a half an hour. Perfect. Drive over there. Drop the car off, park it right on the street in front of the place where the guy tells me to, and says it'll be about half an hour. And I said, okay, we're going to wait right over here. There's an ice cream place right there. Perfect. We're going to have like some crepes and just kill time waiting for the car to be ready. So we're waiting. About a half an hour goes by. And finally I see somebody go out to my car to, I noticed that the cars had pulled out of the vehicle bay there, and they're now ready for us. I'm like, all right, cool. Guy gets into the car, and instead of just backing into the garage, he just drives down the street. And I was like, oh, where's he going? That's weird. Like, it was very easy for him to just back into the vehicle bay. I'm like, I wonder if there's like a garage on the other side of the street. Maybe I don't know about it. They have another one, maybe. And I look on the Google Maps just to see, and I'm like, nope, that's nothing there. But I'm sure he'll just come around, and maybe he just pulling around. Maybe someone's easier. He'll be pulling around in like 30 seconds. These blocks are so short. Nope, nothing. And I'm like, okay, this is not great. About 5 minutes goes by. Guy pulls up, and I'm like, the whole time I'm like,
Were you standing, but where your car?
I am sitting across the street at the ice cream place, just
Why
looking.
Are you still in the ice cream place?
No, now I see the car pull up, and my family's there, and I'm like, this guy just Ferris Bueller me, and I just wait here, and I'm like, I get angry, but I try to keep everything under control, and I go over there, and the guy's getting out of the car, and I go, where did you just go with my car? And he's like, I just went, I just drove around the block, just to get in the sun. I'm like, no, you could have just backed in. And you were gone for like 5 minutes. And he's like, no, it wasn't 5 minutes. Like, no, this is crazy. Like, what are you doing? I go inside, and the manager's there, and he it's not his fault, right? Like he's just working this fuck at this tire shop. I tell the guy what happened, and he like can't really believe it at first. But then I'm telling you, like he was gone for like 5 minutes and there was no reason. And like I don't even know what to say to the guy, right? At this point, I just say like everything sucks now. Like everything just sucks.
Had they already fixed your tire?
No, he drove around the block and they haven't even done anything yet. And
that's so dangerous to your rims.
No, but the tire was fine. I filled it up right before I got there, but it could have been. Right. And the guy's like, that's weird. He didn't need to like drive your car anywhere because he's not testing anything. So we went to go talk to the guy, and I was just like waiting there. And eventually he came back and he said like, I'm really sorry. Like the guy's gonna, if we're gonna fix the tire, if we're gonna pull it out. He's like, just go. Like obviously we're not gonna charge you. But like the guy, the worst thing is if the guy just said to me, and like I'm not driving like a fucking Lamborghini or anything. It's a fucking sports sedan. It's a family car. If the guy just said to me, "Hey man, I like your car. You mind if can I take it for a drive with you or something?" I would have done it in a second. I would have said absolutely. I would have gotten the driver's seat. I would have the passenger seat with him. Let's go, no problem. But it's just like the fact that people are looking to like take advantage of you always like fucking really bothered me. But
it should. The person stole your car.
Maybe he wanted to get like a pack of cigarettes or something. Like I don't know what.
It doesn't matter.
It was so annoying.
I mean, you got a free tire out of it,
but
which is pretty.
I did
impressive.
not get a free tire out of it. I got a free tire patch out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they.
That's like a $20 value, maybe.
Oh, okay.
But like, what would you have done, Wombat, if you saw that? You're in my situation. You're sitting in the ice cream shop. I mean, I don't want to like.
Patch isn't gonna last very long.
No, it's fine. They'll last. They last.
Yeah, they'll last.
They last.
Fine. It just all depends on where was the nail. It was on the top or bottom of the tire, right?
It was in the normal spot where you would expect it.
Not the sides.
Not the sides.
The sidewalls.
It was fine.
You're fine.
I've had this happen before, but it's
okay.
just, yeah, I mean, and I don't want to like, when you confront the guy, I'm never looking to insult anybody personally. So like, what can you say to the guy who just...
What town was this? I'm just curious.
I don't want to call out. No, I don't want to call. Let's just say the North Shore of Long Island. Let's just say that. I don't want to call
the... Close to home for you or far from home?
It was on the way to it was like, it was on...
You're driving the entire length of Long Island. that's why I'm curious to know, like, where
close to home. No, it was close to home. It was
where to avoid.
I mean, yeah, I can tell you off there. I mean, if I figured the guy got yelled at enough, and like, I'm not looking for anybody to like lose their job or anything. It's just, these are white people problems for sure. First world white people problems.
That's weird.
It's just, and also like, I feel like that thing didn't really happen. That's like something you see in a movie. Well, it's like bullshit.
I mean, it's weird because you weren't far enough away.
He didn't know where I was. This guy didn't know. The manager knew where I was, but this guy didn't know. And then as I'm leaving, as I'm pulling out, I see like a Lamborghini about to pull in. I was just going to be like, no, don't do that. No, big mistake.
The worker's probably pretty pissed that he took yours for that and not the Lamborghini.
So dumb.
He came back out and was like, crap, now I can't do this now.
Right.
Like, that was I can go back to back on this.
He fucking blew his load on a basically what's a very boring car compared to what just pulled in. Anyway, had a great time at the beach. Didn't ruin the day. Beautiful day. Everything was great. Wombat, would you have like, Saturday. If that happened to you, would you have taken the free tire repair and just let it go? Or are you going on like Google Maps and giving them one?
No, I'm not. No. If they were like, oh yeah, real sorry about that, $50, please.
Right.
Then you leave the 1-star review.
Right.
If they're like, we're really sorry about that, please enjoy the rest of your day.
Right.
Then it's fine.
Holy shit.
Did the right thing.
Switchblade Comb in the chat says, same thing happened to me, except the shop worker totaled my car. Awkward.
I hope they paid for the car repair.
That's bad. That's super bad.
I know. But that happened to my father once with a valet. Valet was pulling the car out of the spot.
Right.
It just backed right into the car behind him and wrecked my father's car and another car.
That just happened to my dad 2 weeks ago in Boston.
That's funny.
Luckily, he drives a Subaru,
Yeah.
a crummy Subaru,
Hey.
and he couldn't care less.
I
No offense.
I do that.
No offense, Subaru owners.
Anyway,
The good news is when you bring your car to the tire shop, the guy's not taking your car around the corner for
that's
a
why I
joyride.
have that's why I have my car.
And the whole time after I yelled at the guy, I'm thinking, great, now the guy's fixing my tire. And when he goes back into the car, he's wiping his boogers like all over my steering wheel. He's like, you
Yeah.
know, fingering his
Boogers is
butthole.
what he's wiping.
He's
on the
fingering
car.
his butthole and just rubbing it all over the thing, like, everywhere.
Mhm.
Can't win. Can't win.
Nope.
Let's see. Where are we here? Oh, cheapy, stupid PC corner. I teased this before. I forgot to mention this last week. I got a review code for Jupiter Hell, right? I didn't talk about Jupiter Hell.
I don't remember Jupiter Hell.
It's a turn-based roguelike that it was basically some people made a Doom ripoff game that was a turn-based roguelike. And then the fine people at Doom were like, no, you can't actually do that. And then they made Jupiter Hell. So it feels very much like Doom. So imagine like a top-down, turn-based Doom roguelike. It's pretty cool, actually, and unique, and it feels unique. But it is. I played it on stream last week, and I really didn't feel like playing more than 45 minutes at a clip. Felt like a lot, but it's a cool concept. Check it out, Jupiter Hell. It's only on PC right now. So Wombat, you don't have to listen. Good job not listening. You're in the clear.
It's Doom top down bullet hell something.
PC. So you don't have to worry.
Yep.
I also just downloaded Clone Hero on PC. Do you know what that is, Ship?
I do not. What is Clone Hero?
That is the thing that lets you download all the Guitar Hero and Rock Band and also like a billion custom songs and let you play them on PC. And you can plug in instruments from like the Xbox 360 era, USB.
And this is a totally legal thing?
Yeah! I'm not sure, but I haven't actually got it working yet, but I did download a lot of things. But I thought that I was going to be very easily able to use this wireless guitar, but you have to install a lot of software to do that. And I sort of lost interest at that point. But I found if you have a wired one, then you're basically just good to go, plug and play, I think. And the idea is, Ty's got the electric drums over here. He can plug that in too. And then we got the surf and turf going. And all the free songs. All the rock bands and everything. Lego Rock Band.
Visually licensed free songs.
Songs, yes.
Yeah, all those.
They're all there. They're available. I downloaded a lot of them. I think it's fine.
Who do I call?
I'm pretty sure it's fine.
Who do I call about this?
1-800-ROCK BAND.
Is that who I call?
The cool thing is when I turned the guitar on, it turned on my old Xbox in the other room that I didn't even know was plugged in. I heard it turn on.
Nice. That happened to me the other day when I was setting up the Bluetooth on in my daughter's room, and I'm like, "What just turned on?"
Yeah. What else we got here? Oh, we're at the CAG bag. Let's hit it up.
My favorite part of the show.
At Nate Stoller writes in and he says, other than Halo and Forza, any games coming out this holiday season you're looking forward to?
Guardians of the Galaxy? Question mark?
That's this year?
That's this year.
That's this year. That's like October something, I think. If I remember correctly. Yeah, I'm sure there will be things. I haven't looked at the calendar to see what's coming out near the holiday yet.
I like to be surprised.
Right. Like I don't need to be planning ahead at this point of like this is what game is coming. It's going to be like a nice surprise when I look at the list and go, "Oh, okay, this game came out."
We're not doing research for the show to find out what games are coming out. We like to be surprised.
I feel like there are some things coming.
Well, it's harder to do research when there's been no like E3 or anything like, right? Like we watch the videos and it's like, "Oh, okay, that." We watched a lot of videos about video games. That doesn't like really stick in my head of like, this is coming out this holiday.
Poorly compressed videos, I might add.
I have no idea what's coming this year. Like literally no idea.
All I need is Halo and Forza.
And Clone Hero.
And Clone Hero has potential if I get it working.
I don't even need Halo.
Really?
I don't. I like Halo just fine. I don't know.
Come on.
I'm not one of those people. I'm not a Halo super fan.
You should be.
I never was really into Halo.
Don't you like Halo? Oh, that's not
The right effect. Oh, there it is.
That was Helium.
That's supposed to be like a spaceman. Oh, here we go. Hey, this is Master Chief coming at you. I have no personality. I can't really come up with lines to say because I'm just suit, basically. I have nothing to say ever of any interest. Maybe I'll come up with like
Cortana. Say something about Cortana.
Cortana. The back of my ass is very sweaty in this suit, Cortana. Can we do something about that? Yeah. No, but Halo, there's a good social experience in Halo, I feel.
Is there, though?
Yeah. I mean, not if you suck, though. People are going to yell at you and tell you suck.
I've never been good at Halo. That's the
You have not.
No, I've never been good at Halo.
I agree.
I'm confirming.
Yep. Just for whatever reason.
We've played Halo before. And your Fortnite skills, maybe your Fortnite skills will translate now.
I don't know.
You didn't have the Fortnite skills before.
That's true.
Jumping and shooting and moving and shooting and jumping and shooting. You do that now.
Yeah, that's a Halo thing.
I don't know. Maybe now. Maybe I'll like it more. I have played a lot of Fortnite. I did the math on it. It's been 56 days of Fortnite. It showed up on my Xbox yesterday.
Wait, 56 24-hour days of Fortnite?
That's what the Xbox says I played.
I believe it.
Solid.
It's been close to 3 years, by the way. So it's not like it's been 2 years? 2 years?
But still 56 days of 3 years.
Alexa, what's 56 times 24?
It's 1,344 hours of Fortnite.
In 3 years. That's a lot.
I didn't
56
say,
days.
I didn't say you're wrong. Now, to be fair, it's not all me. There's a little bit of Elliot in there, maybe like a day.
Throw him right under the bus.
I said maybe like a day. I wasn't even going that far. And there is also the creative mode hack that you do when you want to level up quickly, which is where you could leave the Xbox on and not play it in creative mode, and you'll go up like 3 levels.
That's a day. I'll give a day to that too. A day for your son and a day for that.
So then it's, it's a much more reasonable 54 days of Halo.
Nice. Very reasonable. They should send you a t-shirt or something.
You know what? I'm going to make the complaint. I would like to be on the Fortnite influencer list.
You got to stream more. You have to stream.
You know what? I disagree with. I don't think every influencer needs to be a streamer.
That's what they want, though. I agree. I agree with you, but that's what they want.
I mean, we have a whole section dedicated to it on this show. I play all the time. We have a Discord thing set up for it. I post my clips on Twitter. I post like a clip a day on social media.
But I can tell you, like, even their affiliate program, it's set up for streamers. It's not set up for like.
I have the
I know. So I'm saying, just so you know, like that doesn't look like what like a normal affiliate setup would look like for like for a GameStop or for like any other retailer. It's definitely like they're definitely not interested in like the cheap ass gamers. They're interested in ninjas. Audience,
I know you're right. Yeah. That's not the point is I know you're right, but I also know that they're wrong. Does that make sense?
It makes sense, but they're probably not wrong.
Get this man that spent 5% of his life over the last 3 years playing Fortnite. Get this guy on the list.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, I'm not arguing with you. You should be on the list. Get him on the list.
I put in the work.
Right. Like,
you've earned it.
I have earned it. It's not like I'm not part of the community, and it's not like we don't have an audience where I would be sharing things they want to know. It's like I see these guys and I'm like, who the hell is this guy? And they get all like the new stuff like a week early, and I'm like,
he's streaming on Twitch 8 hours a day.
I know.
That's the thing. That's what they want you to do.
I want to be cool and included.
I know, but that's what they're looking for. They're looking for people who are streaming like 5 days a week, 8 hours a day.
We're going to need you to get that 5% of your life up to at least 10% of your life.
Yeah. Those are rookie numbers. Come on. You want some streamer numbers.
Mm-hmm.
No, but really though, like those guys, maybe they're not streaming Fortnite, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, But that is the life of a streamer. Like it's 40 hours of fucking streaming Twitch like a week.
Actually, a lot of the big influencers are the ones that do like the YouTube videos.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm less familiar with the YouTube side of things, but yeah, absolutely. There's like a huge audience there. Let's see. At Sir John 11 writes in and asks, do you think the amount of next gen releases has been just enough or disappointing? When do you think we will see an increase in new releases this year or next year? Disappointing.
Disappointing, and not this year or next year. 2 years minimum, probably 3.
Shipwreck, is that okay?
I think we're gonna start getting some next year.
Hurry up.
I think next year is gonna be the year. Everything's slowed down, right? Like over the last year and a half. Who could say why, really? But
I mean, yeah, that's
I think
it.
stuff is going to get unclogged here at some point in the next year, like late next year. I think is going to be really good.
Good, because I'm ready. You know, Art of Rally is cooler, everything, but let me get there. Where's those God rays? Come on, God rays. At Rich Strickland writes in and asks, when is it okay to play Blizzard games again?
Wombat?
What will be the next Blizzard game that you play, Wombat?
I don't know. You know what? It's funny we're talking about games. I was interested in the Diablo 2 remaster, but I'm not going to get that.
Isn't that coming to PC like first, and then, or is it coming?
I see ads for it every time I turn on my Xbox.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's like in the corner, pre-order now, get a bonus.
Oh, I guess.
And I'm
Xbox.
usually like thinking about it, and then I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. Not now. So I don't know.
Not yet is the answer.
I'm virtue signaling and saying I'm not going to get it.
Right. All right.
Which, by the way, means I'm saying the bare minimum thing that a normal human being would do, which means a normal human being should not be buying any Activision labeled games.
How are people supposed to remember all this though?
What?
Like they see a game on the store, and they're not gonna know this.
I mean,
They're
there's
not gonna
only
know any of this.
there's only 3 games that you should avoid, right?
And
But
presumably,
a normal person doesn't know to avoid these games.
No, I'm not talking to the normal people. I'm talking to the people listening to the show. The people that really keep games like Call of Duty in the zeitgeist. Those streamery people, because the podcast, the journalists, if they want it, they should just be like, okay, you know what? We're not going to review Call of Duty this year. We're not going to review Diablo 2 remastered.
But all the people who don't know the stuff in the background are looking for those reviews of Call of Duty.
Exactly. They're just not going to be any, and they're going to be like, why aren't there any?
Somebody
reviews
will
of Call of
fill that void with reviews of Call of Duty.
Okay, so let someone else fill the void.
and haven't they gotten rid of the jerks already? Aren't there only the good people are left?
No,
There's a lot of
not
jerks
even
left?
close.
So many jerks.
As long as Bobby Kotick is,
Oh, he's not going. too rich.
Then they haven't gotten rid of. It's literally he's the problem, and he's still there. So if he's still there,
You're not
there's
buying.
still
You're not
a
going to play
problem.
any Activision games while he's still there.
What game is there to play?
Call of Duty and Overwatch, all your favorites.
I'm like, really? This doesn't really impact me much
It
at all,
doesn't.
to be
It
honest.
doesn't, right? Like Wombat wasn't buying any of these games anyway,
No.
so it doesn't matter.
Except for possibly the Diablo 2 remaster, because I played.
And you'll buy
that.
that when it gets cheap.
I don't think so. Again, I don't see myself doing it.
Once Kotick retires.
Yeah,
All right.
which he could do. He only makes $100 million a year. You know, I think he'll be fine.
Yeah. He's
What if it hit Game Pass?
That's different
Ooh.
because if it was on Game Pass,
Hmm.
because I've already paid for that.
Hmm.
I'm not getting rid of my Game Pass because that's like a nose spiting your face.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But you'd play it?
I don't know. Do downloads count?
I know what you should do. You should download it, play it, and then delete it, and just keep downloading it again, and that'll make them have to pay more money to Microsoft.
I think it's the other way around. Microsoft has to pay them.
Oh, well, don't do
That's
that.
why
then.
I'm like, no, that doesn't work. Like if it actually is a download, like if it's counting downloads and that's how they get paid, I just wouldn't download it.
What if you prank Bobby Kotick on the phone?
I would do that.
Then can you play the game?
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap it up. It's time.
Mm-hmm.
It's been an hour and a half already. Holy
it's been a long show.
moly. Let's remind everybody that, Wombat? The pre-mentioned Fortnite creator code, Wombat5277, setting the world on fire. Show the
I got my second payment this week.
Holy shit. Show the people at Epic that you don't have to stream to be a Fortnite influencer. You can just be a disembodied voice.
Exactly.
Talking about Fortnite in someone's earphones and still bring home the bacon. It's Wombat5277. That's the one you want to use. And we've got a Discord, discord.gg/CAG. You want to complain about too many white people on this show? Then come check out Proper Modulation on Friday at 4 p.m. right here. Then you can't complain at all. And if you know what? If you still think there's too many white people, I'll leave. It's fine. Also, what else, Wombat? Our ad, read the ad.
Oh, is this when I do that? I'm looking at the list. I'm like, what else am I supposed to say? Okay.
Yes.
And also go to hellofresh.com/CAGcast14 and use code CAGcast14 for up to 14 free meals, including free shipping.
Nice. Oh, I was trying to raid Sushi Dragon. What happened? Hold on. Don't go yet. We're raiding somebody. It's not working. No, we're not raiding anybody. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bread's done.